Well, hello. Today I want to talk about why Colorado is a better place to live than California. I think this is a fair comparison because over the past few years we've seen a lot of people from California move here to Colorado. And here are 4 reasons why Californians are moving to Colorado today. Number one, the state of California is broke. Huge budget deficits, and there seems to be no solution on the horizon. The big issue here is affecting the public schools, where I've read online and talked to people that have moved here from there or live there now, and seeing class sizes in some of the elementary, middle, and high schools where they're pushing up 40 and in some cases up to 50 kids per class, which is really tough. So this is a really big concern for a lot of the parents in California. Number two, population explosion. There's just been a lot of people moving to California over the years, and California is the most populated state in the U.S., and this is putting a big strain on the government, like I mentioned, putting a big strain on the public schools, all the services, national parks. Just reading recently where they were threatening to close a number of the national parks in California due to budget reasons. Number three, the wildfires. The wildfires have been a big problem recently. A lot of forest fires, and it's really sad. A number of people have died. A lot of people have been affected. The property damage is catastrophic. So when you look at that, you really feel sorry for a lot of those people that have been affected like it. The California fires were so bad recently that our skies here were smoky and cloudy and gray for a few days here in the Boulder area because the smoke migrated all the way over here to Colorado. And then number four, in terms of the reasons why we're seeing people move from California to Colorado, is the foreclosure and the short sales. It's a big problem in California. California has the highest number of foreclosures in the country, and this problem has decimated a number of cities, a lot of neighborhoods, a lot of really nice places in California have been hit hard. I've looked online, some of the websites that I go to as a realtor, and I've noticed that in some cities and some counties there are thousands and thousands of foreclosures, and I don't know how this is going to be corrected and when this is going to get better. And then the other thing that's compounding it is that the state of California now has the highest level of unemployment in the last 70 years. So that's really been a real big blow to the economy there. So what are the pluses of Colorado? Well, I think first off, the cost of real estate is much lower here when you compare it to California. For example, a house in the Bay Area, Orange County, or San Diego that sells for $800,000 to $900,000. Here in Colorado, that same house could sell for $400,000 to $500,000, and in some areas a lot less. The property taxes here in Colorado are much lower than California. I would say around 50 to 75% lower. You would see the property taxes here as compared to parts of California. And the foreclosures and the short sales, yeah, we see them here in Colorado, but there's nothing like you've seen in California the past couple years. Areas hit hard here have been in parts of Greeley, Aurora, parts of Thornton, North Denver, parts of Erie, parts of Longmont. But overall, if you look at Boulder County and if you look at Broomfield County, those two counties, the values have definitely held up the last few years, and we don't see as many foreclosures, I would imagine, percentage-wise as you would see in California. Another reason, the car insurance is much lower here in Colorado as compared to California. I didn't think this was a big deal, but I was talking to a buddy of mine recently who moved here from California, from Colorado, and he was amazed at how much lower his car insurance is here as compared to where he was in California. Another reason is the utility costs. The utility costs in Colorado are some of the lowest in the United States. So the utility bills for your house, like your gas and electric, are going to be much lower here. Colorado is also facing a state budget crisis. Not a crisis, but we've got our challenges as well. In the next few years, there'll be cutbacks if the overall economy doesn't pick up again. One of the potential bright spots for here in Colorado is that we are going to benefit from the new energy economy, where Colorado is a national leader in the production and manufacturing of clean, modern energy technologies. We've seen a number of companies relocate here that are doing wind research. There's ConocoPhillips. They're going to be building pretty soon a new research and training facility. It's going to be very large here in the Louisville, Colorado area. The public schools in Colorado are overall rated pretty high. Our school enrollment has maintained pretty good levels, so what we've been seeing is that the class sizes have definitely not been shooting up like we've seen in other parts of, like in California. I know this personally because I'm involved with the Boulder Valley School District, and I know the elementary schools are doing a good job of keeping class sizes well below 25 students per class. The middle schools and the high schools are also doing a good job. The other thing about Colorado, when you compare it to California, is the outdoors lifestyle. California, you got the beach, you got the warm weather. Colorado, we have the skiing and the snowboarding, some of the best in the country. Some really excellent ski resorts are just an hour and a half away from Denver and Boulder. We've got great mountain biking, people go camping, hiking, fishing, all throughout the state, and some of the really beautiful locations in our national parks are really awesome. And then lastly, in terms of looking at Colorado, why people like living here is our weather is great. We have a dry climate with 4 seasons, and our winters are fairly mild in comparison to other parts of the country. I know when I talk to people from California, they're really concerned about all the snow here, and people from California think this is like a Jack London story, but you know, he wrote those stories for Alaska, but for not here. And now I wanted to go through some comments that I've gotten from people that have moved from California and are living here in Colorado. Quote, more space and room to stretch out my legs, in my house, in my yard, in my neighborhood, and in the mountains. Less crowds, less traffic, less pollution, less forest fires, and less headaches. Very friendly and down-to-earth people. Easy access to the great outdoors. We really don't feel we've lost anything with easy access to Boulder and Denver, sports teams, great restaurants, and shopping. A safer place to raise our kids. Close to recreation areas, good for kids and adults, a great place to raise a family. Affordable housing cost. Basements. We just love our basement here. We didn't have that in California. Open views. We can see the mountains from far away, from miles away. And to wrap up, I don't want this to sound like an attack on California. I've visited California many times, the Bay Area, San Jose, San Diego, Los Angeles. California is a very beautiful place, and it's definitely changed a lot though in the last 20 years. I always tell people that I love visiting California and hanging out there, but I don't want to live there. Just my opinion. So if you have any other questions, feel free to give me an email or drop me a call if you need any more info on the Boulder, Colorado area. Check out my website, movetocolo.com. I've got a lot of photo galleries online of the different cities here. I've also got other videos online, so feel free to check those out. And I look forward to one day talking to you and helping you with your move to Colorado. Thanks.